around the corner. This is our prediction show. We're going to do this now every single EFC. Rage, let's start off with the first fight, my man. Wilken against Madlose.
I'm reckoning with the devastating loss for Wilken at the last one, he's probably putting in the hard yards. And purely because I don't know the opponent too well, I don't know much about the background, my prediction is going to be Wilken.
I've got Wilken as well, round 2 via submission. Then we move on to Josh Miller against Mark Hume. Mark Hume, highly rated amateur, making his debut against a very devastating ground specialist.
To me, it's going to be an easy pick. I'm giving it to Jedi via submission in the first.
I echo that sentiment 100%. I'm reckoning rear naked choke. And then we go on to Guylan against Davies. Kieran Skinner, my man, probably the most highly rated amateur to make his debut ever.
Kieran Skinner by TKO in the second.
I got Skinner TKO round 1. Alright, then we move on to, if I can just get this to work, on to Garimbo versus Wasserman.
Chaz, long-awaited debut for Chaz Wasserman in EFC. He's changed camps up. Garimbo's good, eh? Garimbo's he's resilient, he's tough. I really don't know. I'm going to give it to Garimbo purely on the fact that he's fought under these big lights, he's fought under the bright lights. I think Garimbo by submission.
I got Wasserman by TKO round 1. Then next up we have Doyle versus Bukaka. That's a very cool surname because it means some other stuff as well. I'm going with Doyle, man. Doyle the Dominator.
The Dominator, really, definitely.
This is a dark horse that I think 2014 is definitely going to be his year. Then we're on to Francois Groenewald up against Mr. Buerta.
I think for the first time, Buerta's up against a true submission specialist. Not somebody that's done some jits in his life. A submission, excellent fighter. I'm going to give it to Francois Groenewald via submission.
I got Groenewald as well via submission, very late in the 3rd round. Alright, then we get up to Alex Shabab against Van Schalkwyk. I'm taking Shabab here. Van Schalkwyk is very good, we all know that. But Alex, man, Alex got some mad skills. Via submission, round 1.
I've got Alex probably round 2 in my call, also via submission. I really think he's going to bounce back for this one. He's always been a good fighter, but I really think this will be his one.
Alright, man, then we got Wesley Hawkey up against Monkey is Gareth BUIRSKI, who we will be playing out with. I got this via TKO, round number 2 for Gareth BUIRSKI.
I've got TKO, Gareth BUIRSKI, round number 3. I also want to put this down as my call for fight of the night. Without a doubt, we are seeing 2 of the most devastating small guys in the entire country. These guys both bring physical power, athleticism, and a toughness, a resilience to the cage. I just really think that this is the one where Gareth BUIRSKI is going to put it all together and show us the best GARETH we've seen before.
Yeah, for sure, man. Then we got Van Dam Mbui, undefeated. I love this guy. He's 40 years old. He's in the best shape of his life. Definitely one of the best fighters in the heavyweight division up against Brendan Groenewald. Groenewald made stupid mistakes against Bernardo Makishi. He should not have lost that match. No disrespect towards Bernardo. I do see Brendan taking this one and setting him up for a possible #1 contendership for the vacant heavyweight title.
Myself, I really think so far Van Damme has shown us that, you know, at that age he is throwing bombs. He's athletic. He can go. I really like this particular style of fighting. But I think submission-wise, Groenewald's just going to be too good. I'm calling it submission Groenewald 2nd round.
For sure. Then we got Fraser Opie, the Omen, up against Tumelo Maputo. I got this Tumelo Maputo, round 2 TKO. You're not standing up if that guy hits you. Then I'm hoping Tumelo drops down back to middleweight and takes on Jeremy Smith, because that is a stand-up war that I would like to see.
I've got Opie, 3rd round decision. I think he's going to play the safe game here, coming off the loss. He wants to get back in that W column. All the international exposure this guy's had will give him the experience to know, don't go out there, don't throw bombs with this man. He hits like a truck. And I think we're going to see a very grinding, sorry to call it a very boring fight. I think Opie's going to play it safe and ride out the points, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. Decision, 3rd round, Opie.
Alright, man, then we got Bams up against Drickus. Drickus, very young, taking this fight after Dini unfortunately injured himself. Really unhappy about that. That's a fight that I wanted to see. I'm going to say TKO, round 1. Bams, I know that he's busy with a ridiculous fight camp. No disrespect to Drickus either. I think he's one of the future middleweight stars. But I think at this point in time, a resurgent Bams is definitely the one that's going to lead the way.
I've got it all as well, Bam Bam submission in the late second round. I'm a little bit concerned after I saw Drickus' gas against JC in the JC fight. And look, Drickus is a superstar. This guy is, I'll put it out there now, this guy will hold the middleweight strap at some point in his life.
For sure.
I think it's a little bit too much too quick right now. But make no mistake, if he can get the range with his kicks on the night, he's going to give Bam Bam's a run for his money. So my call is still Bam Bam submission in the second, but this is also a close contender for the fight of the night, possibly.
All right, man. Then the inaugural bantamweight title, Zulu up against Veyer. We all watched that program that EFC had out on SuperSport very recently. Zulu saying that he's faster and more powerful than Veyer. I don't know what he's been smoking to say that. I'm saying Veyer by unanimous decision over 5 rounds. Charlie's going to outbox him, plain and simple.
I'm going against that. I've got no doubt. I've seen this Zulu boy fight all over the country. I saw him debut as a pro at another promotion. And this boy's got kicks like no other. I think maybe I'll put it even ahead of Elena Lunga on the kicking game. And I'm concerned about Charlie's boxing alone. If wrestling-wise, I'm not too sure Charlie can out-wrestle him, and I don't know if Charlie can stop the kicks. I've got this TKO via kicks in the second round for Zulu Boy.
All right, then we got the main event, Leon Maynard up against Fred Naumann. Fred Naumann coming out very confident, saying he's going to TKO or KO Leon Maynard in the second round. I love Fred Naumann, the kind of confidence that he is exuding, but as far as I'm concerned, Ruan Potts cannot knock out Leon Maynard. I've got Leon Maynard, TKO, round 3.
I think this is going to about the 4th round. Leon Maynard he's not called the Iron Lion for nothing. That man he's made of heart and he's made of iron. You're not going to put this guy away. You're not going to put him down. He is the champ. However, you got to understand the confidence that comes with being the ninja. This man has never lost a fight. I've seen him fight twice on a single night tournament style, knocking guys out 40 seconds, 90 seconds. He is an extremely deceivingly powerful puncher for a small guy. And I think this is going to be a war. I'm just not sure that it's a war that Fred's going to win. My call, 4th round TKO, Leon Maynard.
All right, saying that as well. If Leon makes one single mistake,
he's going to get submitted.
Only one. He will be submitted by a triangle, plain and simple.
If Leon gets in that guard, he's in trouble. Leon better make sure that the superior wrestling of Fred Naumann doesn't dominate this fight. If the wrestling gets him on the ground, he gets in Freddie's guard, I'll put it out there right now, he's going to get submitted, triangle or armbar, that's it. That's Freddie Naumann's signature move, switching that triangle, cross up to the armbar, back to the triangle. Get out of that guard, throw bombs, and let's see a war, man.
That's it, guys. EFC Africa 27. Get your tickets. Get down to Carnival City. We caught up with Gareth BUIRSKI mid-training camp. He's a couple of days out, looking in superb shape. Let's have a look at that interview. We're going to be playing out with it. I'm Wes.
I'm the Rage.
Catch CageSide. What's up, guys? I'm here with Gareth BUIRSKI.
What's up, guys?
EFC Africa 27. Round the corner. We're catching up with my man Gareth. Please tell the guys out there, where did you get started in the sport? What are you up to? What can we expect from you in the future?
Well, look, I started about 4 years back. Started off at a small gym in Pretoria, just training for fitness. I was a little bit heavier back then. I think I fought my first fight at light heavy, and from then on I was just hooked. Started losing weight, started getting better, started winning my amateur fights, and I went 10-1 as an amateur, and then moved over into the pros, and I've never looked back since then. Spent about 2 years at Cheeto. After that, moved on to World of Warriors, and now, found a good home and training hard. Got a big upcoming fight against Wesley Hawkey. Probably been the best, longest camp I've had. Feeling fit and strong, and ready for it.
That's awesome, man. A lot of people want to know about this nickname Monkey Ears. Where the hell does this come from?
You can probably see where it comes from. Look, my style of fighting, me and my brothers almost all started off at the same time, and my ears are the only ones that look like this. I think it's from my close style of fighting. I always get close. I've got short limbs, probably a little bit more stocky than Dave and Matthew. They got a little bit more length than me, so I've always come in close, and my ears have always just taken the knocks, and I suppose that's where Monkey Ears comes from, right?
Alright, dude, you're part of the infamous, or should we say famous, BUIRSKI Army. We interviewed Matthew in our very first episode. What does training with 2 other pros, and arguably 2 of the best pros in their respective weight classes, bring to your camp and your game?
Look, I mean, having Matt and Dave train with me all the time, doesn't matter where we are, which gym we're at, whether we're at World of Warriors, whether we're at Sebastian boxing, or at Jacques Rousseau wrestling, we're always pushing each other. you're never alone. There's always two other guys right next to you pushing you. Even if they're not fighting, I'm fighting, so I have to work hard. They push me. When they're fighting, I push them. And yeah, it's always good to have two guys that's as close to me as they are, pushing me the whole way.
All right, Gav, 2014. It's a pretty big year. You're starting this year off against Wesley. Wesley comes off of a pretty crappy loss. Now you're stepping up to take him on. Wesley, when he arrives, he is Wesley Hawkey, an extremely dominant fighter. But exactly the same thing can be said about you. What can we be looking forward to in this fight? Are you changing anything about your game plan? And after this fight, if you are looking at beating him, are we looking at a featherweight title shot maybe later this year?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously I know Wesley, we've all seen him fight. I don't really worry about the losses that he's just come off. Everyone knows this is a sport where sometimes you're down and sometimes you're up, so I'm prepared for the best Wesley Hawkey that wants to step into that cage. But I mean, he's also got to be prepared for the best BUIRSKI that's going to come in there. I've given this camp my all, like I do every fight, and like we've seen with every fighter that steps in there with me, then the odds might be against me, but at the end of the day, it's going to take a hell of a lot for him to put me down and to put me away in 15 minutes. I've trained for 10 5-minute rounds, so I just hope that he's got the intensity to keep up with what I'm going to do inside that cage.
Awesome stuff. Dude, obviously there's a massive amount of people and huge support structures. Anybody out there that you want to send a shout out to?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone here, all the warriors, got a good team here. There's a lot of pros fighting, even the amateurs, all the coaches. There's Sebastian Rothman, our boxing coach, Rosso, our wrestling coach, are all big parts of our camp outside of all the warriors. But I mean, over here we've got Ashley Calvert, we've got Warren, we've got Lennon, we've got Rory Diesel, everyone adding to what comes into our preparation. And then there's also Sandro from Hunter MMA, who's backing us all the way. We've got Joff from Pick and Pay, and we've got Zash from Aquavita. These guys are all our sponsors that are sticking behind us and pushing us forward the whole time. And I mean, Primal MMA and Honoured have come on board now as well to sponsor us. So I mean, these are all the guys that are keeping us in the sport and keeping us going.
All right, my man, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
I'm going to let you get back to your training camp. Guys, Gareth BUIRSKI, EFC Africa 27. Make sure you get your tickets. We're a couple of days out. I'm sure this man's going to come and bring it.
Sure, guys. Sure.
Awesome.